Awesome. 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 Not so awesome. A new Doctor Strange trailer has been released. The problem? It's a teaser trailer. There is not much to break down, yet I am going to break it down as much as possible. I am Mr Sinister, but you can call me Alex. I'm here to hopefully break down as much as I physically can in this trailer. Doctor Strange happens to be my favourite Marvel character, so I was very excited for when this trailer was announced. Some of the things in this video will contain things from his origin. If you don't know his origin, you can watch one of our earlier videos from the channel to watch the origin of the Sorcerer Supreme. And if you do know it, we'll get right to it.
Stephen Strange. Might I offer you some advice? Forget everything that you think you know.
With the first scene, we see a glass window from a car that had been smashed. It's later we learn that it's from the very car that Stephen Strange crashed, which led him to breaking his hands, which led to, if you don't know the origin, this is your second chance to watch that video. Where he crashed is what interests me. It seems to be an airport of some sort, but it was secured. It could be anything. What also interests me is that he is fully underwater, that the back seat window is being flooded with water, which is shown by the ripple and the seemingly lack of gravity. Though I could be wrong, just a thought. We can also hear Baron Mordo voice over the crash. This could be for when he's in the temple and Mordo helps the Ancient One convince Strange that there is magic. Or it could be Mordo influencing Strange to lose all his money and search for the Ancient One. As per usual, the Marvel Studios logo, but this time, it fades to black, possibly hinting that Strange will be nothing like we've ever seen before. It's a darker story. Or someone misclicked when editing and they thought it looked cool, so they'd use it. It could be any.
You're a man looking at the world through a keyhole.
We then see Stephen Strange after the crash, search for anything that could help his hands in Nepal, which I think they're pretending is Tibet or something, though the extras could do a better job rather than just stare at the camera. It's a very brief shot, but Strange is feeling his hand against these, probably feeling them, thinking about how it used to feel, and now that he has nothing. This could be in Nepal, or in one of those temples we'll see later. We also see Strange probably opening his eyes from meditating. Then we see what happened before that. We see the aftermath of the crash, all covered in blood and scarred, and just hanging on to a little bit of life he has left. The meditating is probably the start of his training. But back to the accident. We see our first and probably only look at Rachel McAdams as a character. The most popular theory of her character is the night nurse. Who do I think it is? Well, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. So my best guess is a night nurse. Or a love interest, or a family member.
You spent your life trying to widen it.
Yeah, this likely signifies nothing. We then see Stephen Strange at his prime. This amount of popularity explains the name drop in the Winter Soldier. We also hear the Ancient One says he saved the lives of thousands, so it's obviously not just surgical procedures that got him here. He did something that changed the face of medicine forever, but we also see Stephen after the accident. His life ruined, his career destroyed. Comparison between them, we have a bright and sunny, signifying something great. Then we see rain and darkness, very gloomy and sad, signifying loss.
Your work saved the lives of thousands. What if I told you that reality is one of many?
We hear the Ancient One's commentary over Doctor Strange, where Strange has spent his entire life trying to look through a keyhole and looking for the key. And then the Ancient One just comes and knocks down the door for him, if you understand my point. We also see Strange washing his hands for either before or after an operation. Does it matter? Probably not. Though Mr Sunday Movie stated it being similar to Doctor Strange's hand movements, I personally think it's not much. But we again see another before and after sequence. Again, Strange in his prime, about to perform some surgery. Then we see Strange after the crash, and probably in some sort of prison for like robbery, as he has nothing at this point. We then see Strange in an immobilized state at the hospital. We can see that he was horribly injured, and that his hands got the worst of it, being crippled in the process. But we also see someone sitting next to him, possibly Rachel McAdams' character. Or not, I don't know. After that we see an overview of New York, I think. I don't know. I haven't left Australia ever, so what do I know? And then we see Tibet, and a temple. Is this where Strange may have been meditating?
I don't believe in fairy tales about chakras or energy or the power of belief.
We then see Baron Mordo walking down a populated street of a Chinese city, considering that's one of the filming locations, But once again, what do I know? I haven't left Australia yet. If you want help, you can come visit me at 69. You'll never get the street name road. Bangkok. Yeah, that's an Australian city, right? But Baron Mordo is also holding on to what's likely a scroll. You can tell by its cylindrical shape and lack of space inside of itself. Why he has a scroll? I don't know, you tell me. Again, it's 96 Street Road, Iceland. We can then see Strange on his search to repair his unrepairable hands. Strange talks over saying that he doesn't believe in fairy tales or energy or leaves, which is weird. Why doesn't he believe in leaves? They're like green and stuff. I also like how he says power of the leaf and then it says this fall, even though it comes out in spring. Get your facts right. Oh wait, of course, I live on 6969 Sesame Street, Estotska.
You wonder what I see in your future? Possibility.
We then see the Ancient One standing in the middle of a temple, doing jack shit. But we can also tell that these temples like their air conditioning, as we can see what seems like an air conditioning unit on the wall of a temple right here. Here we see what is most likely Mordo escorting Strange to the Ancient One. We see a clear shot of the Ancient One, stating that she sees possibility in Strange's future, and then goes ahead and shows him magical stuff with Baron Mordo spectating. We also see some bald guy in the corner. This may or may not be Doctor Strange's valet, Wong. But then she goes and punches Strange in the chest, in which Stephen then basically gets his soul removed from his body. This is most likely astral projection, one of Doctor Strange's many powers.
Why are you doing this?
Then we see Mads Micklesons' character doing some Inception-like stuff and absolutely ruining a perfectly good chapel.
There are other ways to save lives. So much you don't know.
We then see the Ancient One on top of a mountain, with Strange getting the scenery getting right up in his face. And Mads Micklesons' unnamed villain doing the thing with the Inception and the stuff, with 4 followers, which doesn't lead me to believe that this character is the Mindless One, which is one of Dormammu's minions or something. So he could be Dormammu. Marvel likes to use a character's most prominent villain in the first solo movie. And maybe Mads Micklesons' character is attacking Hong Kong, with all these people running away from something. Or they're running after an ice cream truck. Hey, what's he looking at? Remember when I said something about the Ancient One knocking down a door entirely? Well, she's doing that right now. And his mind just warps everything around him, just like boom. Then we see Inception stuffs here. This is most likely the Ancient One or Doctor Strange, quite literally bending reality and traveling through worlds. You can see, you know, this one on the left with the fairy and all that. That's Earth 616. Hey, it could be.
Teach me.
You know, that was kind of the idea, but you know, go ahead. Sure, beg. We see a very different front than what we see in the Phase 3 announcement. I don't know which one I prefer. Then, the money shot. Doctor Strange in the Sanctum Sanctorum, with the Cloak of Levitation. I really like when the movies make a trailer of a movie, but they only show us like the first half of the film, and yet keeps us really excited. This is probably our only look at the third act of the film. So, what did you think of this trailer breakdown? Did you spot anything I missed? Who do you think Mads Micklesons' character is? Do you like the new Black Marvel logo? Did I post this video too late? Let's talk about it in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, show your support by leaving a like, or a dislike, whichever you choose, I don't mind. It has been Mr Sinister from Marvelite HQ. If you want to see more content from Marvelite HQ, be sure to subscribe. We're going to do like a 5-video event for Captain America Civil War over the next 3 weeks, so be sure to catch that. And until next time, Mr Sinister,